Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 4 of the WEBFLOW Masterclass one-page portfolio project by Ran Segal. Today's episode, we will be continuing to design the entire wireframe of this one-page website in Figma. So last episode, we did the hero section, and I intend to just complete the rest of the website. So let's get to it. As always, if you want to see the previous videos or the entire playlist, if you're new to this, I've left links in the description for you to catch up. And it's been a fun little series so far. Excited to get to the end of it so I can submit it as my portfolio piece to the masterclass to be certified that I am a WEBFLOW. I'm proficient at WEBFLOW, so let's get right into it. So last time we finished hero section, have the title there, have the credits there, have the mouse scroll animation placeholder there. So let's move on to section 2. So it's the origin contain. So the title is How I Fell in Love with Coffee. Body copy we're going to get from this page. We're going to notice that there's a photo here, there's some text up top, and then there's some text below that. So, and then obviously there's a title on this side. So how we're going to do it is, I've gone ahead and already made these sections. I'm going to probably get this to be a bit lighter. There looks about good. And now we're just going to take this and we're just going to drag it down. And we're actually going to change the color of it so we can actually see it. So let's go black. Oh, okay. Let's try that. There we go. Nice. So let's get our title, How I Fell in Love with Coffee. Let's see if we can break this up a bit more with coffee. Come on. There we go. So normally you could do just like breaks with the just using the enter key or the return key, but I'm just trying to fit it in the placeholder box, text box. So there you have that. And then we'll start the body copy on the other side. So let's just take a couple paragraphs here. Now remember, again, this isn't going to be an actual website, so I'm not plagiarizing in the sense that I'm going to be using this as my own copy to publish to an actual public website. This is just for purposes of a placeholder. I could use lorem ipsum. There's a lot of different kinds of text that I can use. So what I just hit the key I on the keyboard to bring up my color picker, and because I want to keep it coherent, what I'm trying to do here is find a color that kind of matches this whole scheme of this website to kind of keep it coherent. And those are choices as a designer that you will be making because you want to have a balance in your designs for your websites and for your designs in general. If you're doing a website for a company, that company most likely has a brand, and that brand has some guidelines that you should adhere to as a designer, so you keep things looking consistent across all platforms. So if this website were for coffee, that is why my choice to make this is for that purpose. So we're just going to take the bold off. There's no point in making it bold for body copy. I'll play around with the gutters between this. Let's go 72. Let's see how that looks. I fell in love with coffee. Let's pull this out a bit. It's looking nicer. It's looking better. Also, remember, we don't want that many orphans. Orphans are just the one words left on a new line break. We want to fit as much as we possibly can in. Again, to keep things coherent. And then also, I want to break this up so that I can start a new paragraph. Because most likely I'll just be using this paragraph, and then in between I'll put that photo that spans the entire width of this column, or this section. Okay, so I do have a photo. I'm trying to remember. I have a photo myself. All right, so I have gone back and got myself a photo of me with some coffee. Don't ask why I look that way. Weird times. No, it was a good time actually. Had lots of fun that day going around Toronto and finding good coffee. But anyways, so let's center that, and then let's expand it to match where this guy starts. Here we go. So bring that down, and we're just trying to get as close as possible to what this looks like. It doesn't have to be pixel perfect, as long as they're understanding what you did to get there. We could probably move this up a bit, give this some space to breathe. So there you have it. And again, you don't have to use a photo of yourself. It could be super generic. This is all just helping tell the story. So there's that section. Got that section done. Then we have my history. So let's go into this section, and let's do that. Let's see how it goes. So different color here as well. Not that it matters. It's just, I think it's something around here. Maybe it's a bit more purple. Yeah. Then something like that. Yeah, there we go. Something like that. So again, we're just gonna drag this down because we're following a column that stays the same with stays in line with everything else, because this will be a section. So we have the section here, and then we have our div to keep everything, our container to keep everything in line. So let's go back to our pages and see what we called this. So we called this my coffee journey. So I'm gonna do my coffee journey, and then we'll open that up. And then what we have here is a 3x2 grid. So we have 3 columns and 2 rows. So what we can do here is, let's get our rectangle tool, and I think the shortcut is R. Yeah, so if you're used to doing keyboard shortcuts, which it's a good idea to learn keyboard shortcuts, it'll help you just be more efficient with your work. So hit the R key and then hold shift, because you want it to be a square, because that's what this is looking like, square, and then drag it out. And then with Figma, what's cool is you can choose the shape, and you can get the space between. So what that'll do is it'll help you to drag evenly through either side, and it'll help you just get everything dragging between. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is we're gonna see if we can use as mask. Oh no, okay. It's being finicky for some reason. Okay, so click both and then use as mask. I wonder if I have to put this on the back and then put this guy in the front. Okay, so that's what it is. Normally in Illustrator and Photoshop, when you mask something, at least for Illustrator, you put the layer you want to be masked in behind. But for this, it's the opposite. Anyways, we got there. So I'm just going to try and center the photo in the frame. There we go. And Figma is really beautiful for that. There's some nice integrations with, again, with previous interfaces such as Illustrator. What I'm doing right now is I want to fill the top rectangle. Okay. I'm just going to drag this out. I'm trying to fill the top rectangle, or the upper rectangle, so that I can put an overlay so that the text would pop up. If you can see over here, there's like a bit, I mean, we'll put in the overlay after as well for the mouse over interaction, but for now, there's still a bit of an overlay so that the year pops out. And I also just realized it's probably better to put white as the text color. Yeah, there we go. And then we can darken this a bit. We'll make it darker. There we go. And then we can make it maybe a bit more opacity so you can see. So now you have 3 layers. You have behind the furthest layer is the image. Then the layer on top of that's the rectangle with the opacity. And then you have your year on top of that. So that's a bit of like layering of how that works. So actually what I'm going to do now, I wonder if it's faster to duplicate this and then, should we go like that? Yeah, it might be faster if I duplicate. That's what I'll do. I'll copy these guys. So what I'll do is I'll drag out here, copy these guys, and then I'm just going to put in the exact same spot that I was doing for the other ones. Awesome. So once you get a hang of the mechanics, things go by much quicker. So now I'm just going in and I am updating the years to differentiate them. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to play around with the layers, so I can get to the outer layer, or sorry, the furthest most layer, and I can readjust the images accordingly. And you'll see that right now. Can I replace image? Choose. Okay, cool. So I can. That's cool. I didn't know that, but see, I'm learning as I go. But I can now I wonder if it's gonna update globally. So that's my only concern. If I do this, will it update globally, or will it just affect that one? Let's see. Let's see. Did it do anything? Aha, perfect. So it did just update the one. So as soon as you choose the image on this left-hand side, you can choose which image you want, and then it'll update itself, which is perfect. So what you want, and then you just put it back in the layer. So I'm just going to do that for the next 4. Okay, so there you have it. So there are the 6 photos with the dates over them. So now let's move on to the next section. So favorite brands. So that's pretty easy for here. Just pull this down, and then we'll center it, and then we'll actually center inside of it too. That's not what no, this, there we go. So let's go favorite roasters, I think it was called. Favorite roast, or featured roasters, featured roasters. Featured roasters. And then we'll go white for this, because it'll give that contrast as it shows here. And for this one, we're just gonna open up the logos. So let me find those. So there's 1, 2, 3. I really like this one. It's really cool. I love the illustration type. 4 and 5. And obviously the configuration is 3 and then 2. So we could do that. We could do 5. Basically, this is just showcasing different companies' logos. So I'm just gonna change, see if I can resize this guy to what this guy's length is. Nicely done. So it'll be our bookends. So I'm just gonna highlight them all, and then I'm just gonna go here, tidy up. That's kind of nice, but also we want to align vertical centers and align horizontal. Oh, sorry. I think just align vertical centers. So they're all. And then if you want to take it one step further to make everything extra clean, you just want to make them all the same width, as wide as possible. Or, I mean, I guess in this case, length and width are the same for the coffee logos. But yeah. All right, there we go. So they should all be evenly distributed, I should say, in terms of spacing in between them. And yeah, so that's the featured roaster section. And then we just came to the end. It's never too late to start. Now for the top, we used one kind of hero image, and for the bottom, I'm just gonna use an image of just beans, because they're really cool. Beans are cool. Coffee beans look cool. Just takes a while to load for whatever reason. Okay, so there we have it. Let's resize it. Okay, so let's go back here. Let's make this 100%. So that's filling up this guy. And mask it. Okay, is it the other way? Now it's just getting a bit confusing. Okay, let's mask this. Okay, perfect. And then what we'll do is we will duplicate this guy, make him the same, and then we'll go just do gray again, and then let's bring the opacity down to maybe 60. So for this one, I don't think he put anything on top, so I could be safe to just do that. See if it'll paste anything else. Nice. But see, now I lost where oh, that's where all the photos went. I'm just finding where all the photos imported to. That's funny. Okay, so let's drag this. So again, judging from the way that this website is made, you can use this as the same header. So if you make this your H1, you can use this both in here and in here. So that shouldn't be too much of a problem. So let's go to our page. What do we say? It always takes the first sip. Take a chance, take a sip. I don't know which one I like better. It always takes the first sip. Take a chance, take a sip. It always takes the first sip. I kind of like that better for now. There's too much breaking, so let's keep it like that. Nice. So we'll see if we can try and find center. There we go. Okay. Let's actually see if I can make this. No, it should be that size. It always looks different when it's when the typeface is condensed. And then at the bottom here you have your horizontal line, and you have much love Ransigal. So I'm probably just gonna borrow the credits typeface because it's pretty simple. And then we'll just go. I think I said happy sippin'. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Nice. And again, you don't have to be so super finicky as to what the So yeah, I could use a line here. Let's center it, and let's do a white stroke. Let's do a 2-point stroke, see how it looks, because that kind of looks more like what it should look like. Because if it's too thin, you're gonna miss it, so it's best to make a thicker. So there you have it. That's literally it. Now you're really essentially you're good to go, because you have all your measurements there, your width and your height in pixels, and you've mapped it out. You've mapped out what each section is going to be, so it's going to be a lot easier when we get into WebFlow. I'm just going to see if I can preview this in a presentation kind of way, just so we get a cool idea of what it's going to kind of look like. So there we have it. From seed to sip, coffee journey, featured roasters. It always takes first sip. So there you go. Thank you guys for watching part 4 of this WebFlow Masterclass series. I hope you've been enjoying it so far. In the next episode, we'll actually be diving into WebFlow and transferring all the stuff we built on Figma into WebFlow. So I hope you stay tuned for that. As always, please leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Leave a comment about what you want to see more next after this WebFlow series. I'm hoping to do a couple more mini-series on softwares like Notion and a couple other platforms that I've been thinking about. Trying to do a deep dive into that. But anyways, see you guys in the next video. Peace.